Item: SCP-1429. Codename: Organoid Organisms. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures: all instances of SCP-1429 are stored at Biosite 66 in Facility A-1429. Free instances are to be kept in individual labeled vials in Biocontainment Locker 1429. SCP-1429 is considered to be a Class 3 infectious disease. In the case of a broken container, all present personnel are to restrict themselves to the area and call for the nearest recontainment team. Personnel assigned to SCP-1429 are to be made aware that there is no way to detect SCP-1429 before manifestation, and they will be quarantined until an escaped instance is recovered. No instance of SCP-1429 is to be extracted except for approved testing. Test subjects for SCP-1429 are to be kept in quarantine in specialized human containment suites for the duration of their infection. Upon the manifestation of SCP-1429-B, human test subjects are to be terminated with minimal physical trauma and autopsied for study. When study of a given SCP-1429-B appears unlikely to yield further useful information, instance is to be destroyed and SCP-1429 to be recovered. Testing is not to be undertaken without a secure enclosure prepared for any eventual instance of SCP-1429-B. Enclosures must possess multiple angles of surveillance and a fresh water source. See Document 1429-3A for full requirements. Description: SCP-1429 is a large luminescent amoeboid organism, 5 mm in diameter, of fluorescent blue coloration and unknown origin. Currently, 9 instances of SCP-1429 are in the Foundation's possession, and 1 has been destroyed through testing. After an incubation period, SCP-1429 causes acute and variable mutation in human tissue. SCP-1429 does not share physical characteristics with any known terrestrial microorganisms, and do not appear to have a detectable DNA structure. SCP-1429 does not appear to breed or multiply. Upon infection, an instance of SCP-1429 will enter a human body painlessly through the skin and settle within a large internal organ, rooting itself and becoming effectively undetectable by conventional means. The time between infection and activation varies greatly, with test subjects displaying incubation times between 38 minutes and 8 months 2 weeks. After this period of time, the instance of SCP-1429 becomes active and causes a series of radical mutations to the infected organ through an unknown process. The organism produces a luminescent web of tissue similar to nervous tissue around itself, approximately 1 cm in diameter, somewhere within the mutated organ. Organs undergo genetic and morphological changes and become ambulatory, growing limbs and simple bodily systems of their own, effectively becoming independent organisms. These organisms are classified as SCP-1429-B. SCP-1429 will remain lodged within SCP-1429-B until the latter's death, after which they will remain for a short period of time before escaping. Instances are capable of repeatedly infecting new hosts if given the opportunity. No 2 infections have had exactly the same result. Discovery: all instances of SCP-1429 were discovered after a series of outbreaks in the central United States over the course of 2 months. In total, 10 civilians had become infected with 10 individual instances of SCP-1429, and subsequently perished. As per protocol, a standard media purge was undertaken to contain public knowledge of the events. Additionally, the remains of civilian victims were retrieved and replaced with false bodies. Live and deceased wild instances of SCP-1429-B were extracted and put in containment for study. During dissection, an instance of SCP-1429 was recovered from each recovered instance of SCP-1429-B. Research into the victims' personal histories revealed a shared skydiving trip approximately 22 days before the first death. Proposals concerning the examination of the Earth's upper atmosphere are pending. See Wiki for testing summaries. Footnotes. 1. Due to the phenotypical similarities to SCP-466, genetic material was compared between the two specimens and found to have multiple orthologous sequences, strongly indicating common ancestry. The credibility of this theory is currently unknown.